Ayan, good afternoon again, everyone. So, starting with our second product for this afternoon, second and last product. So, we're going to be talking about S77 probiotics with vitamins. So, again, just to start our brief session, quick question. Sino ba dito ang naka-feel ng parang bloated sila, constipated, or yung parang gassy yung pakiramdam? Kahit na hindi ka naman masyadong kumain or parang konti lang yung kinain mo. Common po ba sa inyo yun or baka hindi naman kayo masyadong nakakaranas ng mga ganong karamdaman? Can I get some thumbs up kapag familiar kayo sa ganitong feeling? Oops. Ayan. Ayan. Sabi ni Ma'am Lilibet, ay, sabi ni ni Coach Troy, lagi po may gabay. So, ayan. Actually, very relatable naman din. Kasi, oh, kita po ba si screen ko? Is it, um,
Yes, ma'am.
can you see my screen? Yung
Yes
slide ko
po.
po, kita naman?
Yes po, apo.
Ayan.
Pero
Nawala
hindi
eh.
pa po siya naka-full, ma'am. Ayan.
Hindi siya.
Okay na
Ay,
po.
ayan, actually, sorry for the technical error on my part. So ayan, actually, sometimes, di ba, for other people din, similar to Coach Troy, maybe may mga nakakaramdam din na yung parang feeling nyo may mga araw na yung digestion nyo parang off lang siya. Or yung parang medyo irritated ka, parang down there. So you are not alone. And of course, hindi mo naman ini-imagine yun na parang, ay, imagination ko lang siguro to. That is actually common than you think. So actually, sa ating panahon ngayon, our gut microbiome is ito yung sinasabi nating community of good bacteria in our digestive system. So sinasabi nating gut microbiome, this is actually constantly under attack by things that we don't always realize. So ito yung sinasabi natin, di ba? So actually, meron tayong nararanasan na gut imbalance or yung parang hindi balance na gut health natin which can affect more than yung digestion natin. So dahil na-affect nga yung gut health natin, this can actually affect yung immune system, yung pag-absorb ng nutrients sa katawan, and even yung mga intimate health natin or yung parang mga down there body parts natin, di ba? So with that, actually, bakit nga ba 'to nangyayari? So, yung sinasabi ko nga na yung modern life natin or yung mga current practices natin, especially sa mundo ngayon, this can actually take a toll on our gut microbiome. So, yung sabi ko kanina, si gut microbiome, ito yung good bacteria natin sa ating digestive system. So, with this, we actually have different factors that can affect our microbiome. So as you can see on the screen, chronic stress, which can also increase yung sinasabi nating cortisol. Di ba nabanggit natin kanina sa previous product natin, yung cortisol hormone na tinatawag? So ito yung sinasabi nating stress hormone. So kapag si chronic stress, it can increase yung cortisol hormone natin, which can also affect yung gut lining. It can also affect our good bacteria. So, pinapababa niya yung level ng good bacteria sa ating katawan. Another is, of course, yung sinasabi nating poor diet. Ayan. So, with this, madami po ba ditong mahilig sugars? Yung mga cake, siguro yung mga milk tea, o yung matataas lagi yung sugar, mga dessert. Or other than that, of course, yung mga poor diet din, katulad din dito, yung mga burger, fast food, o di ba? So, feeling ko, madaming makaka-relate dito. So with this, actually, nakaka-affect din to, especially yung mga high sugar, yung mga mabababang high sugar but low fiber meals. So actually, ito yung mga boost sa ating bad bacteria, which can also leave the good ones starving. Di ba sabi natin meron tayong good bacteria sa katawan? So, ibig sabihin, with poor diet, mas bababa lalo yung level ng good bacteria sa ating gut system. Another that we can also contribute to the affecting of our microbiome is the sleep deprivation. So with the sleep deprivation, ito yung sinasabi natin kakulangan sa tulog. So lalo na ngayon, di ba, nauso na yung, I mean, hindi siya nauso. Actually, matagal na siyang laganap, yung mga nagsa-cellphone bago matulog. I think siguro madami sa ating mga participants today ang mga mahilig mag-cellphone matulog tas mamaya hanggang alauna gising pa. Tas gigising kinabukasan kulang sa tulog. So kasama yun sa ating sleep deprivation. So with this, it messes with our natural body rhythms and it can actually reduce the ability of our gut to recover. So, isa ito. Another is the antibiotic overuse. So, ayan. Sino ba dito ang actually, as a pharmacist, I don't, para kumbaga, I don't recommend or condone yung paggamit ng mga antibiotics ng biglang titigil, kahit wala pang 7 days, or yung gagamit ng antibiotic kahit onting masama lang pakiramdam, inuubo, or masakit yung ulo, antibiotic agad. So, actually, antibiotic overuse or even yung mga harsh soaps or yung mga intimate washes natin, this can actually harm yung mga beneficial flora sa ating katawan and even sa ating mga intimate parts. So ayan, yung mga antibiotics and yung mga harsh na soaps na ginagamit natin sa ating katawan. This can actually affect as well. So ayan, another again that I have not mentioned, I see low fiber and high sugar diet. So this can actually um, reduce the digestion of our body and also it can contribute sa irregular bowel movements ng ating katawan. So ayan, so just to again show you guys the different factors that can affect our microbiome or yung tinatawag nating community of good bacteria in our body. So ayan. So even if you are not eating junk all day, lahat ito para nag-add up para ma-throw off yung gut balance mo. And of course, kapag off na yung gut balance mo or yung gut health mo, it can affect your digestion, your immunity, your skin, your mood, and of course, yung mga intimate health natin sa ating katawan. So that is why very important ang pag-aalaga sa ating microbiome. Kahit na for this one, ayan. So that is why very important ang pag-aalaga sa ating microbiome. Kasi gusto natin okay or parang we feel our best every day. So with that, how do we actually solve this? So, ayan. So how do we actually solve this? So actually we have the different probiotics. Actually have our product which is S77, which is a powder product that contains around 10 billion CFU live bacteria. It has an increased number of probiotics. Of course, gusto din natin na ma-regulate yung mga T cells and ma-balance ang ating immune system. And of course, gusto natin ma-improve yung ating digestion at saka yung microbial harmony natin sa ating katawan. At saka gusto natin ma-support yung sinasabi nating good bacteria para sa lahat. So probiotics is usually about this. For this one, actually, I just want to ask, maybe does anyone know here the difference between prebiotics and probiotics? If may idea po kayo or parang kasi 'di ba lagi nating naririnig prebiotics, probiotics, prebiotics, para ang daming biotics. Pero ano nga ba si prebiotics at probiotics? May nakakaalam po ba sa ating participants this afternoon? Just to share with you guys para 'di ba, nag-brainstorming tayo. So ayan, I'll just call na lang po one of our participants. So can I call or ask the opinion of Coach Troy Magpantay? Parang I just want to get an idea kung may idea po ba kayo anong difference ng prebiotics and probiotics? Ayan, Coach Troy, baka ano, baka mahina po ang internet kina Coach Troy. So with this, can I call on Sir Cesar V? Ayan. Hi, Sir Cesar. Coach Troy. Ayan. Sige, si Coach Troy daw. Hi, Coach Troy. Can you open your mic po? Ayan. Okay. Wait daw. I think Coach Troy is typing. Ayan.
Yes.
So while we wait for Coach Troy's,
Hello.
ayan. Ayan.
Yes.
Hello, Coach Troy. Kamusta po?
Ma-beauty pa din po, gaya mo, ma'am.
Oh, grabe naman si Sir. Naka-on cam po ba kayo?
Opo.
Ayan. Ayan, we can see one of our coaches here. Ayan, Coach Troy. Hello, Coach Troy.
Hello,
Ayan.
ma'am.
Ayan. I just wanted to ask Coach if may idea po ba kayo kung anong difference ng prebiotics and probiotics? Kasi di ba lagi po nating naririnig or nakikita sa mga supplements, siguro commercials din.
Ay, opo. Ah, bukod sa spelling po, talaga magkaiba po sila.
Ah,
Yung pro is bago.